Hi, I'm Sandra Porter, and today we're going to look at some covalent bonds in IC and 3D. So I'm going to begin by selecting a couple of amino acids here. Let's see, I've got 4 of them. That's fine. And you can see that they're highlighted in both the sequence and the structure. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to say View Selection, so I just look at these and hide everything else. Okay. Now I'm going to change the rendering style so that I can see the atoms. So I'm going to change it to ball and stick. And I'm going to change the coloring style so that each atom is colored by the color that's commonly used for that element. Okay, so now what we're going to do is take a look at the amino acids so that we can see where the peptide bonds are. And we can see how this is organized. Okay, so the first amino acid in the sequence is a phenylalanine. And I'm just going to kind of turn this so that I can see where the amino group is. There we go. And I'm going to toggle the highlight so that it's no longer highlighted. All right, we can also make the window a little bit larger. So I'm moving my cursor down to the corner. I guess that's not quite so easy. Anyway, we'll just keep it the way it is. Okay, so phenylalanine. Back to toggle the highlight. So phenylalanine is this amino acid here. Here is the side chain for phenylalanine. Here is the amino group. This carbon right here is the alpha carbon. So the side chain is hanging on to that. And this carbon is bound to the oxygen. This is the carboxyl carbon. And you can see here that there is a bond between this carbon and the amino group of the next amino acid. This is where the peptide bond is. And by the way, every single bond that you see with one of these gray tubes in IC and 3D is a covalent bond. All right. So next, the next amino acid here, we've got an amino group. This is the amino group from asparagine. And here is the alpha carbon. And here is the carbonyl, the carbon that's joined to the oxygen, the one that is also participating in the peptide bond. And here is the side chain from asparagine. So the carboxyl group, carboxyl end of asparagine, the amino end of asparagine, and the side chain. On here, I have the amino end of histidine and the alpha carbon, and here is the side chain or R group for histidine. You can see the ring there. And here is the carbon that has the oxygen on it, the carboxyl end, and it's joined to the amino group of another amino acid, and this is glutamic acid. And glutamic acid, there's the amino group of glutamic acid. Here is the carbonyl, carboxyl end of glutamic acid. This would be bound to another amino acid. And here's the side chain for glutamic acid that has the 2 oxygens. Okay, if you're just going to show me a covalent bond, I only asked you to show me 2 amino acids. So I can just select 2. I can say View Selection. And we'll try that again. Just select 2, view the selection. There we go. Okay, so here's an example here. I asked you to do this and have the amino side of the amino acid on the left-hand side just getting rid of the highlight. So here's the amino end and the carboxyl end over on the right-hand side. And I need an arrow pointing to the peptide bond between the carboxyl carbon here and the amino carbon of the next amino acid. So the arrow should point right there. To save your amino acids as a image file or save it for any kind of working file later, you open up the file menu, choose save files, save as an IC and 3D PNG image. I think original size is fine. And that will give you an image file that you can work with, and you can edit, and you can add arrows to and upload to your assignment. Thanks.